Hello everyone and thanks for watching. In today's episode we'll go through the current Forza Horizon 4 car list to reveal the rarest and most expensive cars currently in the game as of Series 21 winter season April 2020. The list will be based on their availability in the auction house and will feature the 20 most expensive cars. Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, as well as hit the bell button to be notified when new content is available. Also, do check the video description for the whole list and legit buyout prices for each of the cars. Now, on with the list, starting with some cars that are not only expensive, but there's absolutely none on the auction house. The first one will be the Bugatti Divo, which sells for 20 million and you can't find any on the auction house at the moment. The second rarest that you won't find in the auction house, and it also sells for 20 million, is the Aston Martin Vulcan Pro. Now, the third as well as the fourth car in the list will be a surprise, as they are not supercars, but they are as rare as the supercars. And they both worth 20 million each. Those are of course the 2018 Renault Megane R.S and Renault Sport Clio V6. The fifth in the list would be the 2018 Lamborghini Huracan Performante, which lately started selling for 20 million as well. Sixth in the 20 most expensive and rarest cars of Horizon is a Ferrari, that is 812 Superfast, which also sells for 20 million. The next in the list, found at the 7th place, is the McLaren Speedtail. This is as rare as it can get as well. There's none on the auction house at the moment. On the 8th place is one of the fastest cars of Horizon, that's the 599 XX Evolution, but if it's not the fastest, at least it's the most used for speed traps by all the players. This is not as rare as the others, but you'll be lucky if you can get one for under 20 million. Now on the 9th place we have another surprise, which is the Jaguar C-Type, which has a buyout price of 20 million, but since the auction house is full of them, you can get one for as low as 1 or 2 million, or if you're lucky even 500 credits. So I'd recommend not to buy to sell for a profit, as the auction house is full of them. So as you can see, there are different starting bids, and most probably you'll just get it for that starting bid. But it won't sell for 20 million. These were the 9 most expensive and rarest cars. Now we'll continue with a bit less expensive, with a buyout of 16 million and less, but where rarity is no longer a factor, as the auction house is full of them, for players that have the money or have the patience to steal one for a cheaper price. On the 10th place we have the 2019 Ferrari Pista, which is still worth 16 million in the auction house. Since all previous auctions of the car have expired, I'll go on and show you the price. Since all the Pista auctions have expired, I'll go on and show you the price through my garage. The next one, standing on the 11th place, is the Ford Supervan 3. As you can see, there are plenty of them in the auction house, so you might be able to steal one for a cheaper price. Next on the list would be the 1999 Lamborghini Diablo GTR. Even though the classic body kit looks better, this is still worth 16 million. You can go on and try to snatch one for under 16 million, but I don't think you'll be able to. The next one, sitting in the 13th place, and the last one that is worth as much as 16 million in the auction house, would be the 911 Carrera 2 by Gunter Works, which can be unlocked for taking 200 pictures for the Horizon promo. You can check the video on my channel as well on how to do that quickly. But if you don't have the time to take 200 pictures, then you can just go to the auction house and buy one. But do make sure to check for the right price. As you can see, this one here, even though he sells it as stock painter, he most probably has the legendary attribute, so he can increase the price to 20 million even though the car is only worth 16. On 14 we have the 2006 Hummer H2 Alpha Open Top, which can be sold for 15.2 million in the auction house. Again, you can see someone with the legendary attribute that can increase his buyout price. As the legit price is 15 to 65. Sitting at the third of our top and selling for 12.8 million is the 1991 Hoonigan Rachwelt 911 Turbo. Sitting on the 16th place and with a selling price of 12 million, we have the Toyota 2000 GT from 1969. And again, watch out for that overprice. On the 17th place, we have the 2018 Ford Mustang RTR 5. Even though it's not as expensive as the others, it's very rare as you can't find any on the auction house. And it can be sold for around 10 million. On the 18th place we have the 2017 Alpine A110, which is an amazing sounding car and very good with the handling. Even though it's no longer worth 16 million, you can still get 9.7 million in the auction house. And again, watch out for those legendaries. And for the last two places, we have two classics. The first one, 1965 Shelby Daytona Coupe, which can be sold for 8.8 million in the auction house. So as you can see, you can even get some for just a couple of millions, so not for the full buyout price, as there are plenty in the auction house. And the last, given the rarity and the price in the game, we have a legendary car, a classic, the 1966 Ford GT40 Mk2 Le Mans edition. Basically, this is a living legend, as Ford managed with this car to beat Ferrari at their own game, which was racing at that time. And this one as well sells for around 8.8 million. That's all with today's episode and with the rarest and most expensive top. If you've enjoyed the content, make sure to like and subscribe, as well as hit the bell button for notifications for when new content is available, as well as leave comments if you need help or have questions. Until next time, have fun racing!